man. Well, it's time for you to stop getting
Nah.
Do you know how many games I bought? Oh, did I tell you I fixed my air conditioner again?
Oh my lord.
Dude, all I did was... Dude, the air conditioners are magic, man. Uh-oh, is my shit streaming correctly? Uh-oh, has YouTube finally said fuck you again?
Probably.
YouTube really wants to reap my dumb ass, bro. I've had a video taken down for scams, spams, and deceptive practices. And then I had my whole channel get insta-terminated one time for scams, spams, and deceptive practices. And it doesn't even make sense. And I was playing Elden Ring. And so I died. It was Millennia, by the way. I died a bunch to Millennia. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why? The dudes come in my Twitch channel like, yo, your channel's gone. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean my channel's gone? Yeah, dude. They were like, yeah, go to hell. Your shit doesn't exist anymore, asshole. Okay, here we go. Live? Hello, Narg.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Hello, Narg.
Listen, this is actually Narg's idea for me to play this, and,
that was a terrible idea. What are you doing?
Well, normally, the reason why I don't want to do it is because I don't want to just play the same 5 games over and over and over all day. Right? Like, I've done 1,000 playthroughs of Metroid Prime, right? Like, on the channel, I've done so many playthroughs of it. Oh. What the fuck?
That's fair enough.
Hold on, I gotta end this fight in ZA. Because I basically play ZA early at night so I can farm money on it. Even though I'm basically done with, like, almost everything in ZA, I just still play it. I am once again disappointed by the fact that ZA does not have abilities, man. That is like the worst part of ZA. Why is... My shit is cutting in and out, which is really stupid. No one asked it to do this shit. Okay, let me save. Wonder what happens if you save in a battle area. Does it just put you... Dude, my shit's cutting out. I don't know why. Here we go.
Don't die now.
It's ridiculous. No, it's stupid is what it is. Dax, I bought Pokemon cards yesterday.
Narg?
Yeah, Narg bought it. Who else?
I mean, that's a shame, Narg, but you know what? Everyone's allowed to have their own vice and misery.
This was actually the... Was this the first or the second game I ever played on the channel? I can't remember. Please forget. Okay, we're... Do we erase it? Yeah, let's erase this. It doesn't matter. Right, because this is a mission complete. What do you get if you start a new game? Let's not do that then. Fuck it. I want to go back and get 100% items. I think this was the first game I played on the channel. Like with every Metroid game, the latter half of it is massive amounts of backtracking, which I actually like for the first 2 Prime games. I know that we've Wait, select to start a new game. Wait, I can't load it normally? Wait, for real? I can't load it normally? Oh, I guess you're not supposed to save over it. What do you even get if you do a new game I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Fuck it. I thought maybe I could load it and go back, but I see I made the same save twice. So I'm a very smart man. Is this the one that has the intro dialogue? So the original GameCube version of this game does not have an intro dialogue for some reason. It's only been restored in this version where it exists in the Japanese version. So there's like voice acting and stuff you can enable. None of that exists in the GameCube version, so it just sends chills down my spine, you know, just ooh. Someone licking a lollipop in your ear sensually.
I hate that.
Just
I hate when people just...
Sets your blood on fire.
Yeah, no, me no likey.
The life of a single person should be lost in space and time. But among the stars,
That is so disturbing for me. I hate when people... Okay, so... I'm not sure if it just applies to me, but I have like this weird like audio problem. Like if people like are smacking like gum or things like that, I start to get really like real annoyed.
Smacks lips.
Yeah, I hate when people smack their lips. I hate when people smack their gum. Smack gum. It just irritates the fuck out of me because I don't do it, and I'm fucking quiet when I have gum or whatever.
I want to tell you, when this first came out, like 3 years ago, this remastered version of it, of Metroid Prime, I literally stayed up all night playing it. I didn't go to bed until like 3. I beat it in one sitting.
Who's?
Yeah, I had work the next day. I was actually seeing like out fire out of my eyes. But it was worth it. I got it in one sitting. I think someone even said I was one of the fastest people to make a full playthrough that wasn't a speedrunner. Listen, man, what can I say? I love this game, you know? It's a classic of my childhood. What can I say?
You're gonna end up hurting yourself, dude.
Nah, whatever. Anything for the content. Oh, I don't have to rescan stuff. Wait, so what am I actually missing on the scan book then? Hold on. Because it's New Game Plus, I don't have to... What am I missing? Any pirate data? I'm missing 1 pirate data. No Chozo lore. What creatures am I missing? Anything? It's gotta be at least 1, right?
Probably 1. Probably something.
Wait. No. What's after Omega Pirate but Fission Metroid? I didn't scan fucking Fission Metroid. Would you believe this bullshit? Right? What's between Omega Pirate and Metroid Prime?
No.
That's why I have 97% logbook entries. Metroid Prime, what is it? Creatures list? List of logbook entries in Metroid Prime. No. Creatures, oh, they even tell you which ones are missable on this list? Yo, shout out to the to Wikitroid, the Metroid Wiki. Good shit. Let's see. I didn't scan Meta Ridley?
Yikes. Are you losing your mind? Or have you lost your mind already?
I have a headache. I had a headache before I started Raid, and I have a headache after Raid. What's a large missile ammo? I don't even know what that looks like. What the fuck, dude? Artifacts you don't have to scan. You're automatically given it when you collect them. What's the pirate data I'm missing? Between Glacial Wastes... Was it Glacial Wastes and Meta Ridley? Parasite Larva... No, wait. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. What? Does this use the PAL data? Yeah, this uses the PAL data. I'm missing Security Breaches, Fendrana Drifts, Research Lab, Hydra. I missed 2 scans in the whole fucking game. Would you believe that shit? Meta Ridley and Pirate Data.
I mean, I can honestly believe it.
Unbelievable. I had to give Ridley the smoke. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, right? It's like playing a Donkey Kong game and not laying the smackdown on K. Rool, which is one of the few things I hate about the Donkey Kong Country games, having played them. Why the fuck is Donkey Kong not in all the games? It just feels weird. I don't know, man. Like, it feels like they introduce a bunch of, like, for lack of a better term, monkeys, and then they just will never come back besides Dixie. Dixie is like the only side monkey that comes back. Like, Baby Kong is never coming back. Cranky Kong's like a meme character. Granny Kong or whatever. Wrinkly Kong is dead.
Chunky, he's dead.
Yeah, all those... Oh, there it goes again, by the way. All those Donkey Kong 64 characters basically never coming back. Look, I didn't make the game. I would have had all of them come back. I hate when characters are in a game and then they don't come back, you know? That just sucks.
Grind your gears.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, man, is like, I played this game for so long, and it was one of the first games I played on the channel. I think it was the first game I played on the channel. So, a long time ago, I'll give the full fucking story for this, right? Because we're killing time anyway, right? So, right. How could touching him hurt me? It doesn't even make sense, dude. Anyway. Hello. A long time ago, this is Halloween 2009, right? I remember the exact day. I was helping out at my church. And then I went over to Best Buy, which wasn't very far. And in my wallet, I had like $60-$70 or some shit. And I went over there and I bought a Dazzle DVC 100. And the reason why I bought a Dazzle DVC 100 is because back then, that was like the #1 thing people used to make playthroughs on the internet. And so I was like, okay, I was looking all over for it. I was wondering, like, where could I go to get it? So it was late, right? It's Halloween. It was a little dark out. I went down the street. I went, you know, it was not too far, but I went reasonably far. And I remember going in, picking that thing up. Dude, it looks like a piece of fucking ham, okay? The thing is, it's a terrible looking recording thing. Obviously, years later, everyone would get like the HD PVR, if anyone remembers that from Hapaj, as this shit cuts out, which is very nice. But back then, that was the best I had, and I remember getting it. I came home, I set it up, and I remember recording really late at night. Not super late, right? But, you know, reasonably late at night.
Enough.
I remember recording Metroid Prime. I was like, what game can I upload to the internet first? No commentary. Dude, my shit is glitching out so badly because I think I have something weighing on it. I'll fix it in a minute. Man, that was such a good time, dude. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, as my shit actually, like, glitches out hard fucking core. Good times, man. Always nice when you could have, like, a random side story from your childhood. I guess it wasn't even my childhood. I was a teenager. I was 14. Oh, it's dead? Damn. That's why I can't play on normal mode. Everything dies too quickly on normal mode. That's the other thing. So the normal mode on this version did not exist on the GameCube. The hard mode on this version is equivalent to the GameCube's normal mode. These games are actually harder. They've been nerfed. So, you know. Apparently killing the Parasite Queen also took out my recording software. Very nice. I had an overload, dude. It's one of my favorite things, man. I'll never forget that day. That was the day my entire life changed. No one told me to do it. I just did it of my own accord. And it, you know, that's the best things in life worth doing, are things that you yourself decide to do. Hello, gentlemen. Okay, very nice.
Gentleman.
I cannot believe I missed fucking Meta Ridley, dude. That's so stupid. I wish they would remaster Metroid Prime 2. And the reason I say that is because Metroid Prime 2 is a much harder game and a much longer game. Obviously, I've done playthroughs on all of these. I've done, I think, 3 playthroughs of Prime 2. And this game I played so fucking much. Like, it's a waste of time to even try it. Was gaming hard today. Took me 3 runs to beat a Frostpunk level, to beat Crash 1 bridge stage and got the gem. I'm going to replay all those old Crash games, guys. I'm going to play it for the Xbox, because I'm going to try to hit 100,000 gamer score. The only game this year that I would maybe consider playing for PlayStation is, like, anything I've already purchased. Everything else I'm replaying for the Xbox. Including all those Resident Evil games. Now, when we get to, like, Resident Evil 2 and shit, I'm not gonna, you know, try to, like, farm it out or whatever. Resident Evil 1 gets a unique treatment because, like this game, it's a game I hold near and dear to my heart. It's funny how, like, when I was a kid I played it, and then when I was an adult I played it again. So, you know, it gets special treatment. I finished Prime 3 and I'm really disappointed. I mean, yeah, how do you think I feel knowing, like, it's not a bad game? Piston? It's not a bad game. The thing I don't like about it is that it's a motion control heavy game. It's an early Wii era game. That's why I don't really play a lot of Wii games, besides, like, Resident Evil 4. And the Metroid Prime 1 and 2. Okay. They really were devious giving you the grapple beam only for this cutscene and this cutscene alone. Because if you look on the cutscene prior to this, Samus does not have the grapple beam on her arm. Okay. Lose all her shit.
That one cutscene, huh?
Yeah, they give it to you because I guess they want it to be super epic. But she doesn't have it in any cutscene, and then she just loses it here. You don't get it back until, like, the end of the fucking game.
You wouldn't be surprised, would you?
I mean... Look, man. This is the first time I'm playing this since playing Prime 4. Like, I know I could shit on Prime 3 a lot for basically just being like a soft Halo game. But if there's one thing I could give Prime 3, it has some cool moments and cool shit in it that Prime 4 just doesn't have typically. Like, being able to X-ray someone's brain and then shoot it with like an X-ray gun is the best upgrade I think they put in a Metroid Prime game. That shit felt so raw the first time I did it. You just use the X-ray visor, you could literally see like the Metroid's brain, and then you just perform brain surgery on it. You just blow his brain out. That shit's cool, but it's an in-game upgrade, sadly. Oh well, what can you do?
I'm
No
not
one knows. Like, the problem is that hyper mode is just too exploitable. And so, like, on lower difficulties, hyper mode is like a joke, and you basically never get into it unless you just are lazy or forget, or you get forced into it.
right.
And then on higher level difficulties, you just get insta-killed sometimes. You just get fully corrupted immediately. It's really stupid. I'm good, man. Metroid isn't that serious. Like, I don't play a lot of franchises on high level difficulties, you know? Prime 3 item progression is the worst. I mean, all the Prime games are heavily linear. But I know what you mean, but like, every Prime game is linear. That's how this works. Unfortunately, Super Metroid is like the king of non-linearity, and every Metroid game since has been pretty linear, so... Dread has a couple of things you could do, but apparently Dread's out-of-bound detection is really strict, and so what happens is that you will, if you clip out of bounds at any point, if Samus is ever on a point that's not in the map, you just insta-die. And it's actually possible to achieve that just by playing the game normally using the speed booster. Someone did that. Someone had that post on Reddit. They were like, what happened? And that's actually how I found out that Metroid Dread's out-of-bounds detection is, like, crazy strict. Because they do not want you, like, walking outside of the map. So, yeah. That's how I found out. Alright. Ow. Okay. My sensitivity's a little low, but whatever. Yeah, I remember when I was 7 and I got this game. I was in 2nd grade when this shit came out. Man, dude. Like, what happened? Would you believe I was a completely different kid in 2nd grade?
Yes.
I will tell you something. And I have no facts to back this up, okay? Nothing. None. But I feel like from the people I knew, I think that especially for male students, they kind of break you by 4th grade. 100%. I think something about the school system just breaks you. You just stop being the happy, jump around, fun time kid, and you just get mentally subjugated. I am very, very, opinionated on this. I mean, I think that's a natural consequence of basically looking at, we educate boys like failed girls, basically. It's really kind of shitty. Really, bro? I gotta up the sensitivity on this. I'm having so much fun on Uzumaki Chronicles 2, and I didn't want to get off of it. I own Uzumaki Chronicles 1. I don't know if I own 2. I think we could jump it. What? Bro, can you not? Had to see the new Spray episode. It's called Kami Indoctrination. It's just called a bunch of teachers picking 7 and 8 and 9-year-olds as their #1 ops. That's the problem. Because, like, I remember some of the things I used to think as a kid, right? Because you have fun. Like, I would spend the summer, like, playing video games, you know, doing stuff. It was nice. And then I kind of just remembered, like, you get older, and all that fun and magic is just gone, man. Like, I remember when Star Fox Adventures came out, which was the same year as this game. Oh, dude. I miss that. Star Fox Adventures is such a fun game. The problem is it's just a bootleg Zelda game. That's like the biggest problem. It's not even that Star Fox Adventures is a bad game. It's that Star Fox Adventures is like Zelda light, and it just doesn't really fit a lot of, you know, the typical Star Fox branding at the time. And then once you go to the walled city for the second time, the game just ends. You don't even get a final fight against General Scales either. I think even in the original Rare version of the game, General Scales was not going to be the final boss. So they basically introduced one of the coldest bosses in Star Fox history, besides this floating monkey with a fucking 2 hands. You know, basically Bongo Bongo from Zelda. They introduced one of the coolest antagonists, and they don't even give you, like, ground combat as the finale of the game. They're just like, oh, R-Wing. It felt like a cop-out, man. Did you hear, Warlord, that they're gonna make a new Naruto game? Like, that's, like, something that they pledged, is that 2027 there's gonna be a new Naruto game? Speaking of Uzumaki Chronicles. I might play the other 2 Naruto games, the Ubisoft ones. Oh yes, and they were good. And unlike Storm 1, they didn't skip the first arc. So maybe I'll play Rise of a Ninja and Broken Bond for the second time ever. Sadly, they've never been re-released, so it's just OG hardware. Broken Bond is obviously a little bit better. It's kind of weird because the intro of Broken Bond takes place after the outro of Rise of a Ninja. It's like a new Broken Bond game. They haven't detailed it. I just hope it's not another Storm game. Like, I'm cool with them having a multiplayer game, but what I think they really should do is DBZ Kakarot it with less filler. I mean, Dax says this too, but like, watching anime back in the day, man, I wouldn't say I was bullied. It was just like a fucking joke. It's like, I don't know, man. Anime was, for the longest, anime was seen as this weird thing. And I'll be honest, I think a lot of it was because of hentai. I think even though, like, you were a kid, obviously you're not watching any of that stuff, I think that there was an understanding that Japanese cartoons tend to portray things in a way that in America we would view as weird. Which makes it even funnier that years later we worship shit like OnlyFans. Like, let's just say that when Japan does it, it's bad. When America does it, it's good, basically. Okay, Death, very nice. I got a call today from a friend I hadn't heard of in years asking if I was interested in investigating a bunch of swords his great-grandfather pillaged from some shipwreck he found. Say yes and take 1 billion pictures. You can never take enough pictures, especially in the modern age where like a picture is nothing on a device. When I was younger, and I was just saying this the other day, when you took a picture, man, you only had like 30 pictures on a roll of film. So you actually had to be, you know, kind of actually get the best shot. Today, who gives a shit? Take as many as you want. I could take 100 pictures every single day if I so chose to. The memories will be worth it. Like, someday, if I ever want to go back, right? Like, I could go rewatch, like, a game or something I played for the first time. And that's, like, the closest I will get to reliving that moment, you know? Like, what's one of the biggest twists I've ever played in a game? You know, like, think about the best playthrough you've ever seen me play, right? Like, I could go back and relive it, especially if it was a new one. I have training in 3D model capture using special laser cameras. We'll take a picture of you lasering the sword. Fuck it. People have Storm fatigue because Bandai keeps copy-pasting it. That was my biggest complaint with Storm Revolution, is that they had Storm 2. Then they had Storm 3, which was like, you know, the genesis of like making a good Storm game. And then years later, they were like, okay, or the next year, because they used to release Naruto games yearly. They're like, oh, here's Storm Generations. We're going to have like some side stories and stuff. And then I don't know if any of you remember, they had Storm Revolutions. And that's the one with the stupid Mecha Naruto plotline. That was the most cringy fucking plotline I've ever recorded in my life. I deleted the raw footage. I refused to upload it. I want you to think about that. I'll upload anything to this fucking channel. But I did not upload that because it was so fucking cringy, I refused. I've only done that a handful of times. And, you know, maybe for Ash's sake, Ash wants me to upload the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC, which I thought was fucking cringe and dog shit. Maybe I'll consider editing it for her birthday and uploading it. Maybe I'll do that, just to be nice, because you know, like, after a certain point, I haven't uploaded the footage in so long, it's kind of like vintage footage, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll actually just upload it, and just say, fuck it, who cares? Like, vintage, like, the last time a 007 game came out, what was it? I played Bloodstone, which famously ends on a cliffhanger they never continued. So I did a playthrough on Bloodstone, and I never uploaded it. So maybe I'll upload that. And you'll get to hear, like, 16-year-old me play something in the modern era. Dude, you know how trippy that is, man? It's like that dude don't even exist anymore. Think about that. Okay. Where is it again? Down here. Right here. I always forget that one right there. Have I played Demon's Stone? Never heard of it. I didn't know you were so 2000s edgy. I'm a 2000s boy. Of course I'm edgy. The fuck? Why do you think I hate the sensitive baby era so fucking much?
We all float down here.
Like, I miss the 2000s. You used to see some of the most crazy fun shit in the 2000s. I have a bunch of LPs I never released. I wish I had musical talent like that. I was good at the piano, and I was good at the alto horn, but I was never good singing. I do not have a singing voice, as Dax and anyone else who's ever heard me sing knows.
I've never heard you sing. You've heard me sing, funny enough.
Dude, this guy is over here channeling Teddy Pendergrass and Marvin Gaye. Meanwhile, the rest of us just suck. We don't have any gifts. Nothing.
Still feel like
was that on stream? Because it was genuinely some really good singing.
You caught me on stream.
Did I actually? I don't remember what stream. It's over. Fuck. Let's Plays, we know you're not a gifted child. Oh, that sucks, dude. 16-year-old me, imagine the cussing. Dude, you could summon him any hour of any day. You could do it right now. Just go back far enough. He's still there. Go back, just scroll back far enough. I've been doing playthroughs since I was 14. The first playthrough I ever voiced fully was Assassin's Creed 2. Dude, that Dazzle sucked, by the way. I just want to make that abundantly clear for anyone watching. So what the problem with the Dazzle is it has innate delay unless you use splitters to, you know, live stream it to you have to use splitters, basically. Nowadays, every single, like, recording software has, what's the word I'm looking for? Live pass-through, right? So, we don't have the bombs. Every recording software has pass-through. Every device has live pass-through, so you don't have to do splitters or anything. Like, it's consistent because it's HDMI, right? Like, the tech is just better. You know, it's not 2000. Because the Dazzle was actually made for ripping VHS recordings into digital format. It was never made for, you know, recording gameplay, but that's just something people did. I mean, I don't know, lack of a better way of putting it. Hey, I'm glad for it. I ain't gonna complain. You say it like that, it sounds like you have split personality disorder after... Okay. Well, I was only, diddled by the school system relentlessly pretty much most of my life, okay? Like, you have to understand. Now, obviously, no one ever did anything to me like that, but my schools were rough, man. It was a lot of hard work. Teachers accusing you of cheating when you didn't cheat, you know? Teachers being lazy as fuck.
And then you had to prove yourself for it.
No. My teachers, my schools, man, they would just side with the fucking teachers. You had a problem, tough shit. Your parents aren't somebody's, fuck you. That's the schools I went to. I didn't have to prove shit. I had teachers, man, if they said that you cheated, and that was the end of it. I had a teacher fail me. I've said this in the Valhalla playthrough. I ranted about this, I remember. I had teachers, and what they would do is they would just sit around and they would say, oh, well, I'm not accepting your work. They could just outright refuse to accept your work. Like, literally, it would be done. They just wouldn't accept it. You could not hand it in to them. They would not take it. And so I remember one of my teachers refused to accept my fucking work. And I was like, what the fuck? How could you do this? Like, it's literally right here. I've done the work. And then, you know, after spring break, basically because I failed one of the major classes because they didn't let me hand in my fucking work, you know, after spring break, they were like, oh, well, I'll accept it now. And I'm like...
You'll accept it now?
Yeah. Guess how much I changed? Basically
0.
nothing. Basically nothing. I changed maybe like a slight paragraph. I didn't even change the wording. I changed the fucking formatting. And then they accepted it. So my supposition, or my you know, guess, is that they fucking intentionally fail kids so they could say, look, because of our advanced teaching methods, we let him pass. He would have failed otherwise. Or the teacher just hated me for no fucking reason. Yeah, teachers play favorites, man. I don't know why this is a surprise to anyone. You sit around the private school system. I mean, everyone saw what happened to that kid in the charter school system, where he exposed that, you know, all those students of his can't even read. They can't even tell you what they just fucking read. Well, why do you think they're going to try to prevent him from passing? They're punishing him. He exposed that none of them are doing their jobs correctly. The bottom line is that the fucking education system has been broken for a long time by people who just want to take big fat paychecks. They don't care if you actually learn or not. And the people it affects the most are the people they claim to be trying to help the most, which are, you know, black kids. They don't care. These kids are functionally illiterate. And I'm not saying this is an insult. I'm saying it because they literally don't know what the fuck is going on. And then when you do have a smart black kid like me, fucking teachers spend their whole careers trying to pick op fights with you, bro. Ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't forget that shit. The tuition for my school was not cheap. Your uncle can't hurt you anymore. Oh my god.
I need y'all to stop.
Good thing I don't have like an actual like artist in my community, because they probably make some like crazy weird hentai about me. I would never ever avow such a thing, okay? You didn't know I was black? There it is. There it is. See? Dax, what'd I tell you?
Well, you don't talk black. What do you expect?
I made someone so pissed one day when I told them that you speak white. Yo, they got so pissed, bro. I have made people so angry by saying that. Well, listen.
I don't understand. How am I supposed to sound black? Can you tell me?
Hey man, I'll be playing this Metroid and shit, man. Like, yo, I'll be rolling and I can't get the ball in the hole, man. Like, I don't even take offense to it. I mean,
saying, I'm like, I hate when people do that stupid sort of shit. It pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. I try not to say the N-word on my content. I need to give as few reasons to get insta-terminated as possible. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not
never...
to get instant thrown off. I'm not Kai Cenat. I do not have the leniency and the the whatever of Kai Cenat or whatever. So I know you're okay with me being black. It doesn't change anything. Yes. Now you want to know what's sad?
Well, it's not like you knew in the fucking first place.
Damn! No.
What happened?
I'm gonna fail this stupid fucking mini game. I hate my life. The sad part is I'm not okay with being black. It's awful.
As much as I hate it, I do understand the feeling.
Yeah, like I've been followed around stores. I've watched, teenagers in New York steal Gatorades. Security guard more interested following me around I forget if it was Best Buy or what the fuck it was. I was like, dude, you're like, at this point, just carry my fucking, you have what are they called? The hand carts, the little hand baskets. I was like, dude, at this point, just carry my fucking shit for me, bro. Like, if you're gonna follow me around, dude, suck my dick and carry my shit around, dude. I'm not Haitian or Caribbean.
Hop off, please.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you are so, like
you're a grown ass man.
And I live in New York, bro. People like to say, "Oh, well, it's only in the deep south." Yeah.
No, it's everywhere.
I think it's actually worse in New York, dude. I think it's worse in New York. But yeah, like you send me to a white school, a very, let's say like an 8 out of 10, 9, maybe 8.5 out of 10, ritzy private school for most of my life. And then you're surprised when I turn out completely differently. Wow, what a shocker. But that's, ultimately...
And then they say some shit like, oh, you must be one of the good ones. Like, bitch.
Yeah, and then they spend you get your whole life being told you're not black enough. And then obviously you'll never be accepted by whites and Asians because you're black. So you just get to struggle your whole life. You'll never fit in. How do you think I'm here? I didn't just wake up one day and become an Uncle Tom and an Uncle Ruckus. I was molded into this, okay? Like, I put the cape on myself. You know what I mean? Like, this was my fate. Like Dax remembers Kokaidos, right? Where the mage is like, if death brings me no peace, such is my fate. It's the real truth, man. This is my fate. I was destined to do this. I was destined to be this way. And then I'll have a bunch of non-black people tell me, oh, well, it's easy, man. It's easy. You should, the easy line holds so little water for me at this point because most of y'all couldn't even think your way out of a simple algebra problem. So no, none of this even works on me anymore. I'm beyond.
And mind you, there are different types of smarts. I don't know. I'm probably a little bit more. I'm not sure, maybe, but I think I'm a little bit more what.
Fuck. Can you work your way through a 2-minute meta?
Yes, I can.
Actual real life intelligence check.
As a matter of fact,
I'm something of an expert on 2-minute metas.
being the class that everyone clamors to for 2-minute metas, yes.
Oh my god, I hate my life, dude.
You get used to it.
No, I really don't. I'm 30 and I'm getting more and more jaded by it every year. No, I'm not 30. I'm gonna die. I'm actually just gonna explode at this point. I hate you. Why the fuck? Whatever.
You okay? Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it, but here I am, as usual, somehow.
Too fucking bad.
Every day is a fucking cope session on my fucking channel, dude. Every single day. Where the hell is the last symbol?
They're getting closer.
This is the worst fucking thing, dude.
Gonna throw myself into a toaster.
It's funny, too, because the one sport I was ever good at was baseball.
Oh, I love baseball.
I was really good at baseball.
I love playing baseball.
I wasn't good at pitching, and I wasn't good at, like, running, playing at bases, but I was good at batting. I hit hard. That was the one thing I was actually good at, was hitting hard. And the reason why I learned how to hit hard is so I wouldn't have to run as fast. Because I was a slow runner.
No, you can't.
So I had to hit that shit out the park, bro. I had to get... Because I did not want to get out. Yeah, I'm crying. I have a headache. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, where's the last of these? Fuck. Oh, hold on. I'll figure it out. I swear. I'm really bad at this one particular part of the game. I don't know why. I can never find this final one. I'm always missing it. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my God. There it is. Yeah, there you go. What was it? The black face of white guilt? What, Clarence Thomas? Yeah.
Oh my god!
You have
don't talk about that.
You have no idea how many. You have no idea how many times like people have lectured me about you're not the correct kind of black. In
Yeah,
fact,
I still don't understand that. But what the fuck do you mean I'm not correct?
Black people are all unique and diverse, and they're not monoliths. And then when you're not the monolith they expect, you're a villain, 100%. So like, obviously,
there are days when I
go.
There are days when I dress down at the LGS, the local LGS, and people are like, "I didn't know you dressed like this." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
No, you didn't dress the way I expected, dude.
Yeah, no. Apparently, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm not sure what their issue is.
The worst part is that when I walk around through like Manhattan, a lot of times people like a lot of black dudes will try to like flag you down so they could like sell you your mixtape. And so I'm nice. I'm like, listen, I just have no interest, sir. I'm sorry. They will get so fucking mad. That's why I think I'm gonna get shot one day. I really do. You know, black on black crime is absolutely absurd. I'll walk down Avenue of the fucking Americas right next to where Luigi Mangione iced that fucking CEO, and some dude will be like, "Oh, well, can you buy my mixtape?" You know damn well I have no interest in some dude's mixtape. I don't even listen to rap anymore, right? The only rapper I listen to is a white guy, and I don't even listen to him that much anymore.
Yeah, I also don't listen to rap, so you're on right.
And this guy was like, "Oh, Black King, come here for a minute. I want to show you something." And I was like, "Dude, I was actually like going somewhere with my friends. I'm like, no, sorry, sir, we're in a little bit of a rush." This dude, I like, you know, man, these dudes are unhinged. No, they were not asking nicely. They know how to flag people down, dude. Before someone will be like, "They're just trying to be polite."
No, it's not polite.
Wow, you slapped that shit down immediately? What the fuck?
Me? Yeah.
No, Flagra is being a fucking bitch, dude. Okay, anyway.
1, 2. Oh my god, I'm glad I would have cast the spell when I did. 3.
Are you playing, Magic?
I'm testing out stuff in my hands.
How do you do that?
I'm testing out a hand.
How do you do
that? I honestly, there's a site that I play on.
Uh-oh.
The site that I play on, EDH Play. They added a playtest feature, but there you can playtest your decks on like Moxfield.
Man, I wish I was into shit like Yu-Gi-Oh! I can, man. I don't like it anymore. I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Purely because of the time period which it came out, basically. Dude, can you not? I'm getting fucking trolled by this stupid plan, man. Like, damn. Thank you. Okay, Narc said something about hentai before. I'm glad it got bumped off. It's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, that's how I am. You get the content. Dax, your games are slow AF. I can't remember the last time I played a game that reached turn 8.
Well, that's not what I'm doing, but sure.
I'm literally stuck in the fucking plants. Do you see this? I've never been stuck in the plants like this. What the hell was that?
Oh, who's?
How am I finding new glitches on well, at the time this came out, a 21-year-old remaster of a 21-year-old game? Like, what the fuck? This shit's ridiculous, man.
And Narc says he doesn't have games go past what turn again?
Turn 8.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
What?
Sorry. No.
But don't be so
Narc's
aggressive, damn!
I'm not being aggressive, I'm just saying I don't give a fuck.
Just enjoy the
That's
ride.
not aggressive. That's not aggressive, that's me telling the truth. Because you're talking about not having... Games that don't go past turn 8 just don't tend to be fun for me. Because I'm usually playing, like, bracket 2, bracket 3, which are, like, relaxed games. Like, everyone gets to try and do their thing and have the fun. I don't know.
I mean, no, it's more like he's more of a casual player, and you're like going super sweat. Like, that's the difference, dude.
Yep, there we go.
Like me, I'm casual on a lot of things, I don't lie. And then the things I'm hardcore about, I fucking go in on. So like, I could do a Resident Evil shit. Like, I actually like survival horror games. Why? Because you have to think. You have to plan around, like, not having infinite ammo. Like, notice how, like, I'm a huge Metroid fan. Do I ever really play Metroid on high difficulties? No. Could I learn it? Absolutely.
Sure.
But I like playing games on a more relaxed, more fun, because this is like my childhood, right? Like, every time I play this, it's rare. Obviously, I could play this a billion times over, but, like, is my channel just going to be casual playthroughs of Metroid Prime over and over and over? Bro, if you want to listen to me play Metroid Prime, you only have like 5 different playthroughs to potentially listen on. Go back to the 2015 playthroughs. I was playing this shit when it came out on the Wii. I was playing this shit. Go listen to me play this in 2015. Now, you want to talk about young me? That's young me. 20 years old. Now I'm 31. I'm angry. Get out of my fucking way, dude. What the hell? Okay. Anyway, there's a lot of things we could do now that we have all the pieces. I'm not reading that, but you already know what he said.
Oh, I can guess.
But yeah, school just basically stripped all the fun out of my soul, and even my mom was like, you know, what... Even my mom admitted it years later. She was like, you know, you used to be such a bright-eyed, fun young boy. She said this like when I was maybe 17. I can't remember when. And I think she feels maybe a little bit bad. I think she feels a little bit bad about it. But, you know, like, I look at it a little bit more like with love of one's fate, you know, amor fati a little bit. It's like, well, if I didn't get shit pushed in so much, I wouldn't be the dude I am today. Maybe I'd be a very laissez-faire asshole, right? Like, oh, maybe I'll learn this mechanic, Dex. Maybe I won't. You know?
We'll figure it out.
Like, you know, like when I set my mind to shit in 14, bro, shit starts happening.
It's more like when you set. It's more like when you set your mind to shit in general.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm just lazy. I don't even fucking lie, dude. Is there any reason we need to go back to some of these other rooms? Because, like, there are a couple of things you can get around these areas now. But, honestly, I kind of just want to progress. I don't think you really need to. Because we have to come back anyway for the Wave Buster. And the problem with the Wave Buster is there's 2 optimal times to get it. The first time is kind of early. This and requires a lot of missiles. The second time you have more missiles, but the one boss on the GameCube version that the Wave Buster trivializes and is really good for, you've already killed it at that point. So in this game, you could free aim, right? On the Wii version and this version, you could free aim, because there's one boss in the game that you cannot lock onto, and it's the cloaked sentry drone in Phazon Mines. I think it's on the 2nd level. You cannot lock onto it. It's the one boss that cannot be uncloaked, and you cannot see it. And when you have the Wave Buster automatically locks onto it, and you don't have to do anything else. Like, it's actually the whole reason I get the Wave Buster early. It's the one beam combo that's, like, actually, like, pretty majorly effective and pretty majorly helpful. The flamethrower is just kind of whatever. It's just... I think it actually sucks in the original version, and they made it better. Anyway. Spray is just an average baiter. There you go, see? Unk status was obtained at 17. Think about that.
Oof.
Nah, whatever. I'm an average baiter, dude. Not master, just average. Just, you know, like Medicare once said, 3 out of 5 stars, dude. Or is he 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5? No, he's 4 out of 5. You know, it's good. It's not perfect. It's good. It's okay. spitting out epithet after epithet. I mean, look, I'm playing the same game I played 1,000 times, right? Like, there's almost no commentary I could give on this game that I haven't given on at least 3 or 4 other playthroughs that may or may not be 10 years old at this point. Like, how many years have I played this shit for, you know? Like, if you're on this channel, the odds of you seeing me have play Metroid Prime 1
Oh my god.
is pretty fucking high. Like, I've beaten the game in one sitting, okay? Like, you just get to a point, you've seen everything, you know what I mean?
Trust me, I understand.
Like, when you think about iconic playthroughs, like, what's one of the most iconic playthroughs of all time? Like, Markiplier on FNAF, right?
Oh, we're talking about, like,
Anyone.
like a Let's Player.
Anyway, anyone at all, right? So, like, Markiplier with FNAF is one of them. Chugga Conroy's Pikmin 2 playthrough gets a lot of, you know, discussion I've seen.
Any of his Pokemon playthroughs?
I've never seen a single Chugga Conroy video, by the way. I just know of his Pikmin 2 playthrough because it was that iconic, you know? It's like probably PewDiePie playing something, you know? I really didn't watch a lot of PewDiePie.
PewDiePie really only played like Happy Wheels for the longest time.
Yeah, that would be another one, yeah. Me on Dead Space 3. Well, that's because you know me. My Dead Space 3 playthrough probably only has like 100 views tops on the top video. Let's be fair.
Jacksepticeye and whatever.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Oh, PewDiePie
When
playing
you...
Slender, maybe?
I
don't know where I was going with this. But like, me and Metroid Prime is somewhere there. Wait, it's glitched! Guys! A glitch! Dude!
Oh yeah, because you're supposed to be like third person, like way up.
This thing is supposed to eat the bomb. Look, it's glowing red and it's not dead. Oh my god! I just glitched the game. We live in a truly miraculous time. Somebody clip this. Somebody give me the fucking timestamp on this. Holy shit, this is amazing. I'll do it myself. Oh my god, I glitched Metroid Prime. I've never seen this happen. I played this game for 20 years. I've never seen this. This might be a remaster only one, though. Look at that. And by the way, I still take damage from it because fuck you. Yeah, it's glitched. He ate the bomb right as the bomb would have disappeared. Oh my god. And oh yeah, PewDiePie on Amnesia. Yeah, that's a big one. Amnesia, not Machine for Pigs. The other one.
I know. But at this point, like,
yeah,
like you said, it's like a game you can do this in your sleep.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, when you play a game since you're 7, anything is possible.
Question: is this the game where like you have to get? This isn't the game where you have to like constantly get permission from.
No, that's Other M. We don't talk about Other M ever. I refuse to do an Other M playthrough ever for that exact reason.
Yeah, no. I just want
see,
to
like, you see how
sure.
that has Dax doesn't even play Metroid. See how that's like pervaded his conscience. He knows about it.
The only Metroid I've ever played is Metroid Dread.
Good man.
And Metroid Dread, and I beat it on Dread mode. I'm happy about that.
What the fuck? Okay, bro, really went hard. He went more hardcore than I did. Even I don't do all that shit.
It's fun. It's a no-hit run. How good are you not taking damage?
I'm okay, bro. I have things to do with my life.
Okay.
The only game I ever went that hardcore on was Devil May Cry 4 back in the day, and I can't even do that anymore, man. Like,
hey, who's?
Uh-oh.
One of these days.
No.
Doesn't have to be.
No. This is getting really bad. See how he's buttering me up?
It's not buttering you up. It's not buttering you up. I am simply saying, one of these days, I would like to play Dokapon Kingdom with you.
What the hell is that?
It's Mario Kart, but not. Mario Party, but not.
Look, I already said I'll play Other M as a subscriber special. I forget how many. I said I would play FNAF, Other M, and like maybe another game or two if we actually hit significant subscriber milestones.
please don't play FNAF.
Why?
If you do, I'm not
I
gonna
like
get,
FNAF.
I
Close the
hate-
left door, dude. You don't even have to do anything else on nights 1 and 2. Just close the left door.
No, I hate animatronics.
Dude,
I'm a coward.
I told you about my fucking fear of animatronics. I washed out of my brain for like 15
Yes,
years.
I
right?
understand. You're
Did I
braver
tell
than
you
I
that
am.
story?
You told me a lot of stories, who's.
Okay, it was the Chuck E. Cheese one where I went to my friend's birthday
Yes.
party and they had the big Chuck E. Cheese like mount on the wall, and no one told me that it would start talking and making noises.
Yes. And then it freaked you the fuck out and you almost cried.
Yes, and I was like, "We need to get the fuck out of here." And my mom was looking at me like I'd actually grown 3 heads. So she did eventually leave. I couldn't even explain to her the sheer terror I felt. That shit was actually eldritch. That was like Silent Hill abominations.
Does it help that I'm assuming it was the old Chuck E. Cheese model?
No, it was the new one. This was 2001, maybe early 2002. I can't remember.
Okay, it's still like the. Yeah, no. That's fine. I totally get it. No, I actively have like a fear. I was the kid that. So do you remember Goosebumps?
Oh, here we go. Like I said, the 2000s was fucked up. Go on.
You remember Slappy?
No. Oh, Oh, you asshole. I was living a good life until you reminded me of that fucking dude. Yeah,
Yep.
I do. Did I tell you about the
Remember
time I was playing I Spy Spooky Mansion? So, obviously it's an I Spy game. And I got so freaked. I had a nightmare about it. I was like maybe 8 or 9. I had a crazy nightmare where this Dobby the Elf looking thing just like dragged me behind like a shower curtain or something. It didn't even make sense. It's a fucking nightmare, right? Dude, I was so freaked out, we returned that shit. The irony is I own it now again.
Good lord. Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, it's like whatever. The sad part is a lot of those I Spy games don't even really work on Windows 10.
Ooh, I got one for you. So you know how I love Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah.
We both do. I couldn't play Knuckles stages for the longest time because the ghost jump scares.
Yeah. Been there.
Like I said, I was a coward. I fully admit that I'm a coward. I'm fine with that.
I feel like honestly, as I've gotten older, I've gotten braver.
Oh yeah, as you do. You normally will
even when
get
I was a
braver
kid,
as you
right?
get
Like,
older.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Like, gore never really phased me the same way that like certain other things phase other people, right? So like, you know, when I think about some of the worst things I ever saw, that's why I like Goosebumps and Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark with that big blob lady were like 1,000 times worse than like Resident Evil. Like, I had no problem handling Resident Evil when I was way young, right? Like, that was easy. That was light work to make a funny joke, a topical joke at the moment. But yeah, like, you know, you know what I'm talking about. They had that Netflix series a while ago, like, where they showed off Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Kinda.
Yep.
When I get scared,
Again,
I start
not my
making deadly
forte.
weapons. Okay.
Yeah, again, not my forte. I fully admit that I am a coward. I hate that sort of stuff. I don't know. Oh my god, you're getting chewed up.
Whatever. That's
And as long as you don't die, right?
Yeah, honestly, you just take hits at this point.
It's Samus. She can take a couple
I'm
hits.
doing a little bit of an exploit. Normally the missile launcher does not fire that fast, but if you fire a missile and then press the power beam button again, you could fire another missile again. That's an exploit in this game that you can do. So I don't know if people are aware of that. That exists on every version of this game. You're allowed to do that. There's a phrase for it. Like, they have a name for it. I just don't remember what it is. It's not arm pumping. That's the Super Metroid thing.
It's not arm pumping.
Yeah, arm pumping is the Super Metroid thing where you run faster by constantly aiming up, down. Or diagonal up, down.
Big Bomb? Boost Ball?
Yeah.
What is the Boost Ball?
I don't like walking simulator games. Like, they have cheap jump scares and I don't want to have a heart attack. They don't scare me but startle me. I love that. That's why I love Welcome to the Game. I just don't have the time to practice Welcome to the fucking game. Welcome to the Game might be one of the most effective horror games I think I've ever seen in my life. And it has nothing... Like, as a New Yorker, the second game is really good, too. But I have to actually learn it, and I just don't have the time.
What was that T-pose ass shit that I just saw?
Yeah. You gotta play out the animations, baby. I'm stuck. What? What?
Behind you?
No, I fucking got stuck on the ground. Dude,
The game said... The game said fuck you.
Yo, you know what it might be? It might be some of the Switch 2 optimizations. This game might be buggier on Switch 2. Maybe, because remember I played this game and none of this happened. Yeah, it's possible that when you play this on Switch 2, it might be a little bit glitchier than if you didn't. Alright, we're gonna have a story mode cutscene here. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it might be Switch 2 is glitchier, man.
This is the one where you face the other bounty... Is this the one where you face the other bounty hunters?
No, that's Hunters. That's the one game I didn't play for the channel.
Oh, fucking Ridley.
He's Meta Ridley, okay? He still needs prosthetics. After
I
getting
don't
fucked
care.
up.
Can he just not?
No, dude. You know
I know
love Samus Returns, by the way. I sure hope Samus Returns,
Gets a remake?
yeah. Oh, it's a higher frame... You're right. Higher frame rate causes problems on older games. Yeah, I don't think this game was meant to be played at this high of a frame rate. So that's probably why the Triclops doesn't blow up. Probably because it would have blown up on a frame that doesn't exist in the older versions. That's actually pretty scary. We're playing on speeds and like frames that just this game was never meant to be played on.
Okay, so quick question about Samus lore, I guess. Right? So let's go back. Samus is, essentially orphaned by Ridley, whatever. Right?
Yes,
we know
Ridley brutally murders her father
parents.
and mother.
Yeah. Then she's adopted by the Chozo.
Yes.
Taught their ways, given their DNA. And then
I mean, you play Dread, you know that there's like even more to that, which I thought was crazy. Dread was ambitious as fuck, dude.
The fact they gave us more stuff. The fact they gave us more stuff about Samus's lore and whatnot. Fantastic.
Wait. Am I about to do something wrong? You don't go back this way, do you? I really appreciate it that we finally find another living Chozo, and he's a fucking asshole.
Yep.
I'll never forgive them for that. Hey, another Chozo. I was blown away. I was like, dude, we need your help.
I mean, there were two Chozo.
Oh, yeah, there were two. Yeah, and then he murders his brethren. Yeah, thanks, asshole.
Uh-oh.
Everything was going right. All you had to do was be nice, dick.
Adam. Piece of shit.
Oh my god.
I know his name isn't actually Adam, but
I fucking hate how Other M butchered Adam.
Adam is the guy she's...
There's no romance. Good lord.
Right.
Fucking Americans, man. Am I right? Ironically, Metroid is an American first franchise. This shit does not sell in Japan.
Yeah. Dread sold in Japan.
No, Dread sold everywhere. Yes, Dread sold the most out of this entire franchise. Which makes me sad because there's so many good games, and I love Star Fox Adventures, and I love Star Fox Assault, and then they write Fox to be a cuck, and I can't handle that, man. Like, genuinely, I think about like how Star Fox has so much potential, so many good stories, and a romance that's like was originally kind of genuine and awesome, and they ruined it with Command. They took everything that made it fun and funny and ruined it, man. I'll never forgive them for that.
By the by, can we talk about the redesigns?
I understand they're meant to be SNES classics, right? Like, but I just don't like it, man.
they just did an entire movie with
Yeah,
Fox
dude,
included.
I'm gonna fucking explode, dude. They made Fox look so good in that goddamn movie, and then this is what we get? Dude, like, who at Nintendo made this call? Genuinely, why would you do that? Like, I'm actually annoyed. Fox was so good in that movie, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, no, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke, dude. Seriously. It's so stupid, man.
Again, with the bat, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
Dude, why would they do this, man?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Because the design and what's it called looked so goddamn amazing.
That movie was so good for Fox. And that the one when he introduces himself and he makes fun of Slippy, like, oh, you know, my warp drive exploded. That's what I get for making a frog my engineer. Yo, the shade on Slippy for no fucking reason is so funny.
Which is kind of hilarious, seeing as Slippy fixes everything from that.
Yeah, because I know it's just a joke, right? Slippy is very good at what he does, but that shit was really funny. And so, like, here's 30-year-old me grinning like a fucking dumbass in a theater filled with children over a fucking cartoon.
It's only because he's so shit with the R-Wing.
Yeah, Slippy is notoriously bad, bro. He's a landmaster, dude.
Yeah, no, he is. Like, that's his go-to.
Slippy here! And then, ironically, he's the one that gets married first.
Yep.
Slippy finds a nice pink frog to settle down with, and that's the plot of Command. He's like, why am I going to risk my life? I have a family, dude. I have to, and I want to put babies in her.
Ooh.
Listen, man, Slippy's living the life. Make fun of him all you want. Falco's still single because he can't get with that literal pussy that loves him. And Fox is over here getting written as a cuckold. Slippy made out, man. The rest of us, we only wish we could live a life as blessed as Slippy's, okay?
I will say this. It is nice that they're giving Falco a new... what's her name?
No.
A love interest.
Listen, man, I think, look, I love plot lines in almost everything I'm into, okay? I hate them. But...
I get it. I do like, though, I do definitely love how they did the design for Cat. Not for Kit. What's her name? Kit?
I hate every redesign. Except maybe Peppy. Peppy's the only redesign I'm okay with. I think he looks fine.
Be here, yeah.
Yeah, Peppy looks fine.
I think everyone.
Like, I want an Adventures I want a remake of all this shit and new games, right? Like, obviously I want everything. But, like, let's be fair here. I've been supporting this shit for forever, but man, I do not like how they look on this fucking game. Like, I genuinely might not even buy it new. Unless is Crystal... I'm not reading that. Anyway, moving the fuck on.
So we have Cat and... so we have Crystal and Fox, who, get cucked. It happens, I guess.
That's how they introduce... I really am going to start thinking there's some, like, crazy fucking plot lines, man. Like, I really think that there's someone that wanted to try to indoctrinate children into accepting cuckoldry by putting it in Star Fox. That's like my most crazy conspiracy theory, and I'm probably not wrong. Why the fuck did they torpedo this dude's entire life for no fucking reason?
Because it was funny.
No, it's not funny. Dude, you beat Command, which is already a fucking boring, bland, repetitive game. Oh, by the way, I'm going back to Panther in like half the endings. Dude, why do you think I've never done a playthrough of fucking Command? Because I'm just going to be miserable the whole time. I'm just going to have no fucking fun. So you know what? I will put Star Fox Command up there with Five Nights at Freddy's and Other M as a playthrough I will do when we hit a subscriber milestone. That's people's incentive to... Oh my god. That's people's incentive to fucking promote me to their friends and shit. I don't care, man.
Okay. Question.
Answer.
Command is the one where you run around with...
No,
you can run around like
it's the DS one. No, it's the DS.
Okay.
Only R-Wing.
What's the one I'm...
You're thinking of Assault.
What's the one I'm thinking?
Which is a good game.
Yeah, because you run around with Landmasters, you go around fighting in every place.
I love Assault. Oh.
Yeah.
Assault is so fucking good, man. And they treat the love interest with Crystal and Fox so much better. It's treated like a genuine, like, yes, I'm concerned about her, but we're fighting to defend the Lilat system. What we really need, and this is going to be the most feminist thing I will ever say in my fucking life. I dodged both of them. What we really need is a Crystal game. Like, give her, you know, like how Resident Evil Requiem swaps between Crystal and Fox? We need to reverse the roles. So, like, Crystal gets the majority of the game, trying to figure out what happened to her parents, and then Fox is, like, just trying to catch up and figure out where the fuck she is. Now, that would be an interesting game, you know? Like, maybe she gets another transmission or something, because that's how Adventures opens up. They just drop that plot line.
Or, you know what? Maybe make Fox damsel in distress, make Falco.
I would be okay with that.
Yeah, I want Falco to be like.
Yeah, Falco and Crystal show up to help this dude. What the fuck? Yeah. The commentary from me on that part is going to be outlandish. It's just a Crystal game, and Falco shows up, and he's actually there like for support. Like, he doesn't just show up at the last minute because he's a dick.
No, he's fucking there.
Oh.
He's there to help. And let's not forget, Falco's an insane pilot, just by himself.
I think Falco just has attachment issues. I think that's his biggest thing.
Yeah, no,
and they could explore that too. Like,
there's like a whole segment where he like goes off on his own.
He does that quite frequently.
Well, no, he like betrays the party.
What?
Like, he betrays there's a whole thing where he like betrays the group.
When the fuck is this?
I don't remember what. It might have been a comic.
Okay,
but
well,
he like betrays. Yeah. Oh my god! Quit burning yourself.
I hurt myself to feel alive.
I feel pain. I feel something.
Yeah, he leaves in Adventures to do solo work, and then he comes back at the end, and I thought that shit was so cool, even though I hated the ending of Adventures. I'm like, oh, we're gonna fight General Scales. Okay, you literally draw your weapon, and he dies. Andros is like, fuck you. Great. Thanks.
Also, quit bringing up Andros. The guy's dead. Quit bringing him back.
No, he's like Ridley. He never dies. He's literally just Ridley.
But he has died.
And Ridley dies a lot. Ridley suffers some of the worst deaths ever, and then they just bring him back like it's Groundhog Day. Although, to be fair, he might genuinely be canonically dead at this point as of Fusion. Like, he might genuinely be... actually, to be totally honest, he might be dead as of Super Metroid. The Ridley we know might genuinely be fucking gone. Like, for good. Like, he's actually dead. That is entirely a possible outcome.
He might just be uploaded into a thing.
Where the fuck are we going now?
Uploaded.
What the fuck am I doing?
Ooh,
jump over here? What the fuck am I doing? Okay, anyway.
No, again, Ridley's a bit, I don't know.
Ridley's mass-produced? I mean, it's implied that the Ridley, at least up until Super Metroid, is the same Ridley that Samus knew when she was a kid, including all of his now future appearances in, like, Samus Returns and shit. It's implied to be the same Ridley. But obviously, when he dies in Super Metroid, the Ridley we see in Other M is just like a scraped DNA copy, and then again, the Ridley we see in Fusion is just an X that's effectively... Oh, by the way, this is a one-time enemy. We passed a couple of these, but the ice parasite disappears from here once you go through this area, just for anyone who knows. I've made a video about this. I have not made a video about this.
So, scan it while you can.
Yes. There were some Shriek Bats that I think you have to scan before you get the Wave Beam, or otherwise they disappear, but I could be wrong. It might be too late, but I already have them in this playthrough.
Wave Beam is endgame weapon, right?
It depends what game. It's always different.
Yeah. I'm thinking mostly it's like endgame. I think Dread it was endgame, right? No, Dread it was what's it called? I
actually don't remember. I gotta play Dread again. I haven't played Dread in a couple years, actually. I'm gonna get my ass kicked again.
It's such a fun game.
Considering how easy Fusion is, I was actually very surprised by how difficult Dread was. I was like, bro, did they really, like, cook with this fucking game?
Oh my god. And then they made everything fucking scary. They made what the fuck is it called?
Yeah, the Emmys are fucking disgusting, by the way.
Yeah. No, they're fucking terrifying.
They're actually terrifying. That is some of the actual... I have not felt fear like I have with an Emmy in a long time, and that 8-frame parry window you have on them is really fucking... That's tight.
It's literally not. It's literally just the second before they attack you.
It's actually less. It's 8 frames.
Yeah. Boss fight?
You almost could reach it in time.
I was right. Oh, it's not a boss fight. It's an... Oh, that guy attacked you in a cutscene. Fuck him.
And?
What do you mean you're attacking
We were
me
cooking,
in a
man.
cutscene?
See how much faster this makes everything? That's why I love doing this. Quick reloads. Oh, shit, hi. Asshole.
Can I help you?
Like, look how slow it fires otherwise. Alright, anyway, you were saying, Dux?
I forgot what I was saying.
Boss fight?
The Emmys are terrible. Oh, I was right. Boss fight. There's an awful lot of space here.
They made the weak point on this boss a lot more apparent, by the way, compared to the original. They actually went out of their way to make it very obvious.
Yeah, I can see.
Like, the detail on these guys is already crazy. Like, I'm remembering this in my mind's eye. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Whoops. Crazy, man. And if you run out of missiles, you could actually drop bombs next to his gills. You don't get soft lock. It would just be very unfun. And I would not recommend it. Alright, anyway. He's not dead? What the fuck? Can you die, please? Okay, thank you. With higher frames on Switch 2. Oh! He might be right! It might be a 16-frame parry now. What are the hold on, what's the frames on Metroid Dread on the Switch 1 versus Switch 2?
No clue. With beam.
60 frames per second. Pre-render cutscenes are at 30. That's fine, who cares? What's the frames on Switch 2? Is it still 60? No, it's still 60. It has faster loading, but the frames are the same. Yeah, I googled it. Apparently it's the same. The loading times are apparently much better, though, for what it's worth.
That's good. Oh, it didn't even feel like it took that long to load, I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, wait, is this it? Here we go. One of the few research that I'm missing. Very nice. Also, for anyone who's wondering, that recorded in logbook sound clip is from Metroid Prime 2. That didn't exist in the original. But that's because this is like a modified version of the Wii version, which is... So, they had the original version of this game for NTSC. Then they had the PAL version, which has some edits to the lore. Then they had a re-released version, I believe, somewhere. Because they fucked up the lore, and they changed it. The original NTSC has a different set of lore than the Player's Choice version, because the Player's Choice version was like a revised version of it. And then they had the new play control for the Wii, and we didn't get that in America. We got the Metroid Prime trilogy. But in Japan, they re-released all these games separately again. I know a lot about this game.
That's fine.
This might be my favorite game of all time, to be fair. You know, since Narc basically made me play it, I might play Twilight Princess later this summer.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
That's my other top two. Those are my top 2 games of all time. I think this game is better than Twilight Princess, but we're talking like slivers of improvement. That's why I feel bad, man. It's like, how am I supposed to play favorites? You know, like, these are masterpieces. Oh, these things also disappear, I believe. They also like to spit in your face. Okay. What the fuck? Oh. Bro, no way. Is it stalagmite if it's on the ceiling, or stalactite?
Mighty on the ground, tight on the ceiling.
Is that... I think I remember the T being, like, shaped like, you know, a downward thing, right? Mm-hmm. It's like a really stupid way I remember. When I was younger, and I used to, like... When I was younger, I used to read Magic School Bus a lot. Fuck, I love that series. That series is so good. But yeah, I remember reading Magic School Bus all the time. Like, so when my parents would do laundry, they would have me sit down and read Magic School Bus. I missed that. That shit was so fun. Because I had the full, like, collection of the books. Magic School Bus. I also have the full collection of the CD-ROM games up until, like, some year. There's a couple, there's like one or two I don't have, and there's like a new book series that they made years later. Man, I love that series. Shit was so good. And nowadays, all this is just lost in a sea of TikTok. Like, you're gonna tell me not to get depressed? It holds on tight? Stalactite holds on tight. Okay. You know why? Also, the Pokemon Bergmite. It's not a stalactite, it's a stalagmite. You know, I never thought about that, actually, and I've known that Pokemon for like 10 years. Can they not do this, please? Okay. You could also go for some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was never a fan of TMNT. I know they have that one game coming out, The Last Ronin or whatever. Man, I sure hope whoever The Last Ronin is your favorite turtle. I feel like they should have just pick your turtle. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking... I'm not a huge fan of... Some of those things that are on like Fox Kids and all that, I didn't watch. I had piano lessons every Saturday, so that's why I would watch Toonami. And, like, you know, you could watch Nickelodeon, whatever, right? Like, that's just whatever. Last Ronin is Leonardo. I just heard people were hyped for it, you know? It's like Power Rangers a little bit. Okay. It's based on a dark comic. Hopefully it's not, you know, I don't know, man. I'm one of those, like, I'm kind of through with dark everything's. Let's see some OG shit, you know? Yo, did you fall asleep on me, homie? He's gone. Dax? Alright, he's done. He's cooked. Sorry, folks, Dax passed out. I'm not gonna wake him up, obviously. It's okay. Bro even said he was tired before we started. Listen, man. My streams is sleep aid, 10 out of 10. I almost fall asleep every stream I do myself. It's actually really good? Okay. As long as it's good by the fans, man. I mean, that should be the only barometer that really matters. I won't sit here and tell you that fans are always right, but like 80% of the time they are pretty much dead on the fucking money. Meanwhile, these dudes want to waste time, so... Oh, it's a Dark Horse? Yeah, Dark Horse, I haven't heard anything bad about Dark Horse. I could tell you I've heard tons of not great things about, like... What's it called? What? Oh shit! Yo, it's the first Shadow Pyre. I forgot about this dude. He's actually way easier on this version because of the free aim. Unlike DC and everything, Dark Horse is still good, so...
Defeat enemies to unlock doors.
Oh, they don't say that in the other versions. What the hell was that? You know what's funny? We've been playing this now for what, like 2-3 hours, and I feel like we've gotten not only more story, but more enjoyment than all of Prime 4. Yeah, they don't... I mean, most of you have probably seen at least part of the Prime 4 playthrough, right? So, like, you know what I'm talking about, man. Do I need to have, like, an army of Galactic Federation troops be like, oh, Samus! I'm your biggest fan, which ironically would have been a plotline in Prime 2 if Angseth had maybe lived a couple more hours. That's like the ultimate tragedy, is Angseth pretty much would have probably been like Nora Vincent or whatever. No, Nora Vincent's the feminist lady. What the hell is the... Nora Armstrong, sorry. It would have basically been like her if she had lived just a couple more hours. Samus would have probably shown up. Probably could have taken them someplace safe. Maybe back to her ship or something, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I don't know, I'm kind of at the point where plot armor is almost necessary, I feel sometimes. Okay, it's in here somewhere. What the fuck did I miss? Oh my god. %. We have to scan Meta Ridley. That's the only thing I missed in the entire fucking game. Yeah, it only works on the power beam. Okay. Alright, very nice. There's no Metroid in here? Oh, you know what it is? It's covered at the moment. Okay, that's why you can't break it. I was like wondering, like, you can't free the Metroid early? No, they want you to suffer. Yeah, these fucking shots are pretty brutal. That's a lot of damage, too. Oh, shit. Effective. What? Bro jumped on my face. He survived? How? That's pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like grittiness and, like, all this gray morality shit has just been done to death by too many franchises. I mean, you all saw how The Boys ended. Like, I just feel like it's done too much, and it's not done well enough to justify it anymore. Like, all the gritty gray shows I could think of probably had, like, really bad endings. A lot of times because the writers were either done with it, or they just fucking made it into their own personal pet projects. Same shit happened to Game of Thrones. And as I always say, I have never seen a fan base drop off as fast as Game of Thrones. That fan base death was super fast. Like, I can't even imagine someone sitting there with a straight face and telling you that Game of Thrones' ending was good. The only way that's a good ending is if you have no stakes and you're just like watching a show. The only person I know that ever said it was good didn't watch Game of Thrones. Which, I mean, like, at that point, it's like, well, if you're going to watch 8 seasons of a show, and the only people that the final ending appeals to are people who had no stake in the show, I mean, that's kind of a bad ending, is it not? Like, you have not rewarded people's time for investing in your show, caring about it, buying items, buying trinkets, and all that stuff, so... But, you know, you don't really have to... Game of Thrones kind of goes without saying, right? I think the biggest thing about it is, like, it's not just Game of Thrones, it's because The Boys has a really shitty ending. It's kind of like, well, dude, at what point do we just, like, not do this, man? I know what you're talking about, the Alien versus Predator comic. Now, there's two mid-franchises combining to be greater than the sum of their parts. I mean, like, you gotta give them a little bit of credit with that, right? I gotta recommend Game of Thrones so much before the last season. Yeah, like, it was a complete waste of time. Like, imagine you spent years of your life waiting on the next season, waiting to watch it, and then you just find out, like, well, they didn't really have any ending in plan. They just wanted to move on to fucking Star Wars that they didn't get because their ending sucked. Like, okay, the irony of Star Wars rejecting them is not lost on me either. Like, imagine getting told by Kathleen Kennedy Star Wars your writing sucks too much. If anything, that should be a fucking prerequisite, shouldn't it? Like, that's gotta fucking suck, dude. But ultimately, the people that lose out are the fans. Like, will anyone ever trust D&D again with any major franchise? Probably not. But it's like, at this point, there'll just be another show someday, right? It'll come out, and it'll just have a shit ending, and it'll be like, well, what's the fucking point? Like, why even get invested in this? It's the definition of fatigue. Now, even as early as season 5, some of the cracks were showing in Game of Thrones. So it's not like it was only a season 8 problem. The problem is that Martin himself said that they had enough for multiple more seasons. They didn't want to. I keep pressing Y, dude. And they just rushed it. He was like, we could go to like season 13, season 10. And they just wanted to be done at season 8. So the show is just forever this unfinished mess. And that's what makes it so wild, is that it's obvious that they had so much more they could have done, and they just wanted to rush the Mad Queen Daenerys plotline. Okay, well, he just disappeared. Okay. Damn, that's unfortunate. There's Phazon up here? Holy shit. No, this isn't a Star Wars rant. This is actually not a Star Wars rant. Which is how I know you weren't listening to it. This is actually a Game of Thrones and the Boys rant, since, you know, we're talking about, like, modern-day dark shit. I mean, that's probably the biggest damnation of it. It's also kind of George's fault. I mean, yeah, sure, but whatever. It could have worked. That's the point. There was no reason why it could not have worked. I mean, he's never finishing that book at this point, right? Like, I couldn't imagine, like, at this point, even this shit ended, what, like, 2019? It's now 2026. He's never finishing that book. And, like, on one hand, I kind of understand. It's like, dude put his whole life, his whole balls into this, and they just shit on him for it, man. They ruined his whole life's work. Like, does anyone even know or care about this shit anymore, man? Like, I couldn't imagine. Get the fuck back out there, bitch. I love doing that. That book is never getting finished, man. It's actually so sad. Like, in a way I can't really even describe. Like, you have to give it to a visionary, man. How do you break these things again? I can't remember. Is this super missile? No one in the chat knows. I'm completely on my own. Oh, it is. Very nice. Alright. Oh, I think this is a one-time scan as well, the ice beetle. I'm pretty sure this disappears, maybe. Could be wrong. Dude, they have flying pirates indoors. I can only imagine how restrictive this must be. Is he dead? Yes, he is. I know what I'm getting into. Oh, I forgot how this room works. I think this is one of my favorite parts of this game, is that different weapons will interact with different like enemies in unique ways. I think that's really fun. It's like you could freeze the turrets. I think you could melt them. I think they just like fade out basically. I will always talk about Metroid Prime 2 very favorably, because I absolutely love how Metroid Prime 2 does its menus. I hated it at first, and then I loved it. I was like, this is the most unique menu I've ever interacted with. And still to this day, I still hold that to be true. What time is it? We still have an hour. Nah, see, I don't know. I prefer this game's upgrades. I feel like the ammo system in Prime 2 isn't fun. I just don't think that that's particular. Oh my god. Yeah, the frame rate on this feels really weird. It feels really low for some reason. Was this an intentional thing? Because on the original, it wasn't this low. Right? Like, I'm not losing my mind, right? Like, this definitely feels a lot more lower frame rate than the original. Oh, you can even hear it bubble now? Damn. That's freaky, man. Could you always hear that? Yeah, I'm not going into open ocean. I'm good. Sorry, Del Lago has fucked me up for life. Yeah, that's also new for this version. Doors unlocked. They also pull a Resident Evil 9 in here, by the way. If you break open the vats, you can unleash the Metroids on the space pirates. They have no love for their captors. So that's actually something that's really cool. Likewise, turrets have no heat signature. Which maybe they should have it on the barrel when they fire, but yeah, they don't have a heat signature. Oh my god, it's pitch black in here. Help. I'm scared. It's like threading a needle. Just fucking hell. Can't keep the things you find, or does it have to go in a museum? Well, they're gonna expect you to turn in something, right? So, you know, just find things. And then just, you know, one or two of them just coincidentally, maybe, you know, just slip it into your wetsuit. I would never suggest doing such a horrible thing, obviously. This is for the betterment of mankind, right? Now, if you're just gonna sell it, don't do it, I guess. You shouldn't do it at all. Let me rephrase. Shouldn't do it at all. I mean, especially for Narg, like, that's his career, right? Like, he can't do that. Ugh. Can I just leave? We're at the point in the game where fighting extra enemies doesn't really give us anything. Oh boy, I can't see. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me Google this, right? Is it? Oh. Okay. So, in this version of the game, the thermal visor does not have a low frame rate. It uses a downscale blurry resolution paired with aggressive motion blur to maintain 60 FPS. That sucks. And this is a hardware-driven rendering effect. You cannot patch or disable the blur. That sucks. That's the worst part about this version. Toggling the Switch's RGB range between full and limited can make it, it's not the bright and dark. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, this is like a really shitty version of it, because if you look on the original, it's really smooth. I guess the original version's 30 FPS, I can't remember. But man, that sucks. It's downscale, blurry, and it has heavy motion blur. Yeah, you can tell. It feels so different than the rest of the fucking game, man. L. Probably the biggest L of this entire game. I mean, it's playable. It's not like it's impossible to use. But and it looks a little bit more, I guess, like Predator Heat Vision. But if you play the original Metroid Prime, this shit is probably the coolest visor to use. Ah, whatever, man. It's not the worst. Again, I don't want to specify like it ruins the fucking game. It feels a little bit unnecessary. Okay, good. We didn't hit him. Kill him. It's complete overkill, by the way, but whatever. What? Think about how cool it is that they can predict your attacks and then roll out of the way. That's like pretty cool, man. Like sometimes I'm impressed by what these GameCube games pulled off. I think Narc said it best one time. Being like a GameCube fan was basically a recipe for being disappointed for the rest of my life. Sometimes, like I thought about how Narc said that one random stream, And I never forgot about it, actually. Like, really. Like, how is any of this ever supposed to live up? Maybe the honest answer was it wasn't. I'll just spend the rest of my life trying to relive the glory days. I know we were talking about, like, the good old, like, youth years, but, like, for real. Everything is just a remix or worse. Right? Yeah, that really sucks. Like, even toggling it off right there, I could feel it on my eyes. That really sucks, man. I have my contact. Oh. Was it 11:06? Okay, maybe I should briefly change it. Since I'll be up a while longer anyway. No, we have to use a super missile to break this. Alright. I probably should have farmed some missiles before I did this, huh? Look at this yellow paint on my screen. Here we go. After the first initial pass, I don't even think Thardis comes after you again. I also like how the little lights in the area also have a heat signature. That's kind of cool. I don't want to be an Anaconda. Yeah, they released an Anaconda movie, by the way, for anyone who was wondering, where the whole point of the movie is it's like a meta remake. The movie's meta. I actually ran into Thardis. That's really funny. The whole point of the movie is that it's like a remake. The movie is like them making a remake of Anaconda. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Hollywood is never going to beat the creatively bankrupt allegations. You still roll out? Yes. Oh, she's stuck. Look at this. You good there? Guys, I think the game is fucked up. Okay, what the fuck? I've never seen Thardus do this. I've never seen Thardus be, like, clipped out of bounds like this. This is really weird. Thanks. We have a problem, guys. I've never seen Thardus do this. I think Thardus did something weird on the Switch 2 version. This is literally like the buggiest playthrough of this game I've ever done. Look at this shit. Is Thardus just stuck here? Look. It's like half phased into the ground. When have you ever seen this? I play this game for 20 fucking years. I've never seen this. Why? Because it's not supposed to do this. Thardus is stuck. Watch, it's randomly gonna unstick it. It's just gonna jump right on top of me. Okay, well, it can still freeze me, but whatever. Oh, good! Devin's here, guys. Guess what? Devin, you're just in time for a classic glitch, dude. Yeah. Isn't this great? Play a literal boomer game, and it's glitching out. I have the boss stuck up here like it's a fucking, like it's a From Software bug. You almost just have to appreciate how the Switch 2 has broken so many games. What is Thardus even doing? Blizzard? Amazing. Can't move. It's not gonna be able to move. Look. He's stuck. Just look at this. It's stuck. You would think this game was developed by EA or Ubisoft based on what I'm watching right now. Oh my god, and then it rolls out again. Do you see this, man? I'm just shooting, bro. Yeah, obviously I'm clipping this, don't worry. This is another clip for the clip channel. Obviously, like, come on, man. Did everyone say hi, YouTube? Oh wait, you're not on the screen. Never mind. Oh my god, you blocked it with your hands. Dax is totally going to believe this one, by the way. There you go. Oh no. Come on, roll out one more time. No one would ever believe me that this happened if it wasn't for the modern day and recording everything. This is some shit you would say happened on like the playground and no one would believe you. There you go. Get a good look. You might never see this again in your life. I know I won't. Yeah. Damn. Okay, we're actually just gonna land the shot. Anyway. Yeah, the Switch 2 is so good, it's breaking 24-year-old games that are basically considered unfuckable, that almost have no major glitches if you play them normally. You have to go out of your way to trigger any bugs. Isn't that crazy? Bonk. So much sass in this one cutscene. That's the kind of quality stuff you get only on my streams. You get to see some wacky bullshit you will literally never see again in your life. I could play this game 6 times on the channel and nothing would ever change. It's so ridiculous. Hello, Ash. You're all just in time. You missed it. Congratulations on the wings, by the way. Very good. You're just in time for another game-breaking bug. Courtesy of yours truly. Higher frame rate can send you off the map, even enemies aren't safe. Is it really the higher frame rate? Should I ask AI again? I don't think it's not. Isn't this the same frame rate? Didn't we just look it up? Isn't it the same frame rate? Is it? Metroid Prime Remastered, switch to frame rate. Because, man, that fucking... You know what it is? Maybe the thermal visor looks worse on the Switch 2. Here, let me ask... let's ask a more trustworthy AI. Because if I have to keep using Google AI, I definitely am going to lose my fucking mind. There you go. Yeah, it's 60. It's the same as the original Switch. Switch 2 doesn't unlock higher frame rates without an official patch, which there is none. The resolution's the same. Nothing changes. It's all the same. Metroid Prime 4 does have 60 FPS or 120 FPS. Yeah, no, there is nothing. I think it's just glitchy. I think there's probably some calculations happening below the, behind the scenes, and that's what's fucking with the game really badly. It doesn't know how to calculate, like, certain physics and shit. Like, you ever seen a game and, like, it plays weirder or worse on, like, a newer console because, like, it's just not used to all the extra resources? Like, I think even these guys are acting more erratic. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm confirmation biasing it a little bit. But something just feels weird about, like, every encounter in this. It's like I'm playing a Kaizo version of Metroid Prime. You did Recollection 99 times? My condolences. I had to do Doom Train for 99 totems, okay? I know your pain. Sort of. Dude, I saw the stupid Necron wings drop like 5 times. Thankfully, I got it on the last try, because I was really getting pissed. Like, I don't want to say that people don't deserve it, but it sure as fuck started to seem like they were trolling me by giving it to people who objectively did worse. What? Recollection is 2 totems. No, sorry. Recollection was patched to be 2 totems. I forgot about that. Dax had to correct me on that. Both Recollection and I think Necron were patched to be 2 totems. But it was patched really early, so I don't know. Maybe you just marathoned it. I would have assumed that was a bug, honestly, that it didn't give 2. It seems like 2 is the official new stance after the launch of the expansion. Now, obviously, they say they're changing that, but, they say they're changing a lot, and I'm not thrilled by the majority of it, so... Not to turn this into another Final Fantasy fucking... I'm so lukewarm on Evercold. But I am, so don't worry. People will say that I hate the game when I've had people literally lose their fucking minds that I fucking love the game too much. So there's no winning. Ow. As a tank main, I'm not hyped. Wait, what? Oh, you just hit it from this side? Oh. Yeah, that's... Dude, I have a clip of this. That's like a, is that a donation message or is it a follow message? It's one of them. I have an exact message for that. And I forgot all about it. Oh, I'm out. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Look at that adaptive difficulty. I went from 0 right the fuck back up. Beautiful. Narg, please. Come on, man. We only have like another 30 minutes. You really gonna spend the last 30 minutes? Remember, guys, one day, and none of you will know this, one day will be the last stream I ever do. Think about it like that. You want to spend potentially the last stream ever talking about Mawile of all fucking Pokemon? Is Mawile even in the human type egg group? I know this is the most cursed question I'll ever ask, but is it even in the human like egg group? Before that, uh-oh. Better play Donkey. Other M, we will only play Other M if we reach the subscriber milestone. I'm just letting you know. What do we have now? Spider Ball? Where the fuck do we go with Spider Ball? What's after Spider Ball? I can't remember. We go back to Chozo Ruins, I think? I know there's stuff we could do in Chozo Ruins. I just can't remember. Sure, I'll take that. At least Gardevoir's in the human egg group. Human-like egg group. People just want to see me bitch about Other M. I hated the combat, I hated the story, I hated everything about it. The only thing it did was it looked kind of okay on the Wii. And it was like a true sequel to Super Metroid. Because, like, yeah, Fusion is, but, you know, you don't really get a lot of story out of Fusion. Like, you do. It's one of the more it is one of the wordiest Metroid games, but, like, you know, you only get, like, a little bit. I like that they tried to expand the lore with, like, the ringleaders and stuff. The ringleader plotline's cool. The deleter sounded like a Saturday morning cartoon. I refuse. I could not accept that. I'm sorry. The deleter. The Federation must have sent one of their own to cover up what happened here. I will call him the deleter. You know that react of that guy listening to the new Drake album where he's like, this dude's fucking garbage? Yeah, that's me. No, I don't have I don't have the N64 expansion pass, dude. I don't buy that shit. Why am I gonna buy that? Why am I gonna stream a game I already own just for the privilege of playing it on my Switch 2? I'm sorry, but Nintendo's systems for this are garbage. I already bought all these games on the fucking Wii U. Why do I have to buy them again? It doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't, right? Like... The deleter, dude. The deleter sounds like the villain in like a fucking, you know, like a white girl sitcom. Like she deleted like a friend group's like important information or something, you know? It's like, that's really the best name that we could come up with for our major hitman killing off major characters. I don't know. I know this is a very weird thing to get nitpicky on, but it feels like they had to force the T rating no matter what. You know, like... I know it's a very specific thing to be like hung up over, but that's exactly why I am hung up over it. It's like, why? How awful. By the way, does anyone know how many missiles you need to get the Wave Buster? Let me look it up. How many missiles do you need? I just need to know. I don't really want to do a lot of fucking work. I'm just going to be honest. 36? Wait, it's really this low? Oh, on hard mode you need 60 to 72? Damn, I did not know that. I really appreciate AI for this one thing. I don't have to spend extra time Googling this shit. I could just, you know, it just tells me. I don't have to look through 5 web pages that maybe have a smithereen of information. AI, that's what AI should be used for. It shouldn't be used to replace your brain. It should be used just to speed up, like, information gathering. Don't worry, no one will actually do that. I hate you. This is like the one female character I can't sexualize because I like her too much as a character. So naturally, half the internet is just Samus hentai, and Zero Suit Samus is the worst thing that's ever happened to a female character. Ever. Like, with almost no exceptions. I had a huge fucking argument with someone one time over this bullshit. That was the most jading conversation of my fucking life. Being told I only liked Metroid because I could sexualize Samus was one of the craziest shits possible. Because considering I've been playing this game since I was 7. That was incredibly stupid. That was a really dumb conversation. Fucking enough, dude. I don't expect people to be, you know, whatever, but I am. Like, look, I don't go into my games expecting to be lewd and turned on. I go into video games expecting to play them and have fun. Like, if I wanted to be lewd or turned on, there's other things I could do. Like, I'm here to play video games. Stupid. 36 fucking missiles for this bullshit. I hate my life. And then for some reason I agreed to play this. Oh yeah, and you can hit this and miss them. Oh, excellent. Can you pronounce chaste? Chaste. What? What the fuck happened? Oh. Even though the other word's chastity, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced chaste. In fact, I'll even do you a solid one. Let's see what it is. You know they have the pronunciation on the internet? Artists around the whole world disagree with that sentiment. Well, that's fine, but it's whatever. They had to clarify it's not a man because before that it was assumed yeah, because action games back then pretty much didn't have female protagonists. Samus was kind of a industry leader. All right, chaste.
Chaste.
Yeah, there you go. Here, we'll slow it for you.
Chaste.
What the fuck was that noise? What was he little mowing about? He's scaring me, man. You see how you scared away Ash and Devin? Look what you've done. He's not only keeping new viewers out, he's keeping out old viewers as well. I remember this requiring a lot more missiles. I didn't know Google Translate had a baby retard speak slowly mode. Yeah, why not? The final character for in lore was neither a man nor a woman. Yeah, that's Poison's lore. Needless to say, that's been its own level of whatever. Nintendo has typically tried to not dive into that. It's almost like they saw the weirdness of the 2010s coming from a mile away, and they were very smart about it. But yeah, basically you either come here and get the Wave Buster early, or you get it later in the game, because you have to come back here anyway to get, basically there's an artifact in that room. You have to come back to get it later. So, I don't know. There's probably a right way to do it. How would people know Samus wasn't a girl if they didn't draw her with huge swinging Xenoblade 2 breasts? Give her long hair? Just don't lie in the advertising? Maybe they kept the advertising gender neutral for the first game. Obviously, the first game came out before I was born, so I have no idea. But, you know, there's a lot of ways you could do it. The game isn't so much about who Samus is, although that's obviously an interesting part, as much as what she does and how she does it. Like, you know, they give Samus such swag today. Like, just the way that she fights back against all these enemies and does all these crazy movements and stuff. That's what I love to see out of a Metroid game. Like, Samus basically doing, like, her own version of, like, John Wick. Showing off that advanced, like, Chozo battle work. You don't get that anywhere else. Even Prime 4 has a couple moments of that. You know, so think about that. As much as I dunk on Prime 4 for being a completely average, generic game, even Prime 4 understands that Samus has to have those moments of badassery, or otherwise it's just not a Metroid game. Even Prime 4 understands that assignment. Other M doesn't do this. Probably the biggest sin Other M commits. Watch my uncle and bro play the first game. Yeah, my exposure to Metroid 1 was either this game or Fusion. You could unlock Metroid Prime 1 if you beat it. I can't remember which one it was. But I don't like Metroid 1. Metroid 1 is like a very annoying, tedious game. I really don't fucking like it, man. And I say this as one of the biggest Metroid fans I know. I fucking hate Metroid 1. It is not fun at all. Zero Mission is 1,000 times better. And that's why I will almost only exclusively play Zero Mission. Is this that lava pool room? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, we can do this. No, I know that's just how games were made back then. I guess you could argue, or you could just say that that's just not my type of game, and you'd be right. I don't like to play a game where you have to remember passwords, right? That's whatever, right? You could always just get a pen and paper, but I don't like to play games that are specifically designed to make you die 1,000. I bounced off of them. That was kind of interesting. Basically, you're just gonna die 1,000 times over. There's like a bunch of hidden, obscure shit. You know, like, I personally do not prefer that type of game, okay? That's just me. I prefer the much more modernized Metroids. I think they're way more fun, 1,000 times more fun than Metroid 1. And by extension, Metroid 2. You know, and clearly they understand that because Zero Mission was made with that in mind. You know, Samus Returns was made with that in mind. Etc., and so on and so forth. I don't think that's necessarily like, it means they're a bad game, I just don't like to play them. Oh my god, that's... I hate that. Anyway, there's something down here. I think there's a drain. Yeah, you have to come back with the gravity suit to get a bunch of pickups. So probably if I was being time efficient, I wouldn't even do any of this until I get the gravity suit so I could get everything else, right? Because you can't... Yeah. You basically have to double back to this room a third time, and you know me, I'm not about doing all that. I like to be one and done. But like this, unlike Resident Evil, this is probably not a game I would ever optimize on that level anyway. Ow. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins, Double Dragon, Star Wars. Yeah, they had a... Which Star Wars was it? Was it just Star Wars? Like, it didn't even have, like, a fancy name. Yeah, and it was also to increase rental times. But I don't know. I never really rented games, ever. I don't think I ever rented a single game. We never had that in my house. We never rented anything. We just owned it. We just bought it, and then I was convinced to sell it back to be able to afford other stuff, which was a horrible mistake and a terrible fucking trap, and I never should have done that with any of the games I own. That was a huge mistake, and I regretted it instantly, probably for games. I don't even remember what games I sold half of my good games for. Fortunately, I kept the core, but like a lot of those outer games I sold, and that was a huge mistake, and I never should have done that. Of course, nowadays they want everything to be digital, so you can't even like have the joy of owning anything anymore. Awful. That aggroed you? Hi, guys. Damn crazy missile pickups for no reason. SNES games are $80. Oh, that's absolutely disgusting. I mean, but that was like the whole thing. I mean, listen, it worked for Nintendo, right? They made all these games and they made tons of fucking money. And I mean, let's be fair here. That's kind of like the Nintendo seal of quality isn't an official metric by any measure. But I mean, like, you buy a Nintendo game, you're pretty much getting something quality. Like let's just be fair here. That's pretty much how this works at this point. What's the way out of here? What the fuck? Super missile? No, this is power bomb. What the fuck? Oh, there's a hole. Okay, I was like, there's no way. Yeah, okay. The lore is supposed to clue me in. I've been ignoring lore because I already have all the all the lores. And this is New Game Plus, so I get to keep everything anyway. How do you know where to go if there's no yellow paint? Because this game actually has something cool. It has a hint system that will tell you where to go. Or you just explore, like, literally. Now remember, this is still linear. This is not like a crazy non-linear game. I've also played it 1 billion times over, so... Some of this obviously has to kind of come back to me. How does this activate again? Like right here, I don't... Oh, this? Cordite is super missile. There you go. Yo, I've seen that face before. That's like, that looks like that one enemy on Zebes. NES back in the day was $200. Nintendo said we were creating this for the rich. We weren't kidding. I mean, they are. I've seen people say they're like the Apple of gaming, basically. That's why I respect Retro Studios so fucking much, man. Like, they were given what should have been an impossible task. You need to create a sequel to one of the most beloved games of all time. And you need to successfully adapt it into a completely different, you know, environment. A 3D environment. There's so many ways this series could have gone that would have been like, yeah, you're not getting a second, third, or fourth game. It's actually nuts that they were able to pull this off. And even when it came out, people knew that there was fire. This is not like, you know, a game that became more loved later. I think people knew even in 2002 they were dealing with like one of the better games made. I wish more Metroid games did this, man. I wish we didn't have to wait 20 fucking years to get sequels to shit that I played when I was a kid. We used to get a new Metroid game every year. But I know what timeline I'm living in. The worst kind. Okay. Game series cannot forever replicate unique titles because the first one was so epic, but that's the thing, is like they only had 4 Prime games. I would even say Prime 3 is good for what it tries to do. I don't even think it's a bad game. I just don't think it's as good as the other ones. You know, like, improve on what the best parts of Prime 1 and 2 were, right? Like the backtracking, the open world, make it more fluid, you know? People are over here making, like, YouTube essays where they're like, look, Hollow Knight does this better, and Hollow Knight was inspired by Super Metroid, so, like, why can't Super Metroid do the same thing, you know? Like, why can't we have a game that does that? Like, no one is saying Dread is a bad game, mind you. No one's saying Samus Returns is a bad game. I don't even think people are saying that Prime 4 is a bad game. I think they're just saying it's not, you know... I think what people are saying is that Prime 4 is just disappointing. It's disappointing to wait, you know, so long. I'm not going to sit here and say like 20 years or whatever people were saying, like 18 years, right? Because this game only really existed for 7. It's just disappointing to wait 7 years, and then the best that you get is, oh... Yep, very nice. Basically a shitty Halo game. Like, that seriously felt like a game that would have come out on the 360 in like 2014. You know what I'm talking about, right? Where it's just like a generic shooter. You just kind of A to B it. Like, a lot of those games came out from like 2016, you know, 2008 to 2015 or something on the 360. It just felt like a shooter, a game. And it's Metroid, so, you know, like, it's not supposed to just be a game, you know? This is the game. Thank you. Not to glaze Metroid to death, but I mean, you know, like, I think that's why people felt so lukewarm about Prime 4. That's why when I first saw the reviews, I was like, no fucking way. And then well, obviously I played it at midnight, I think. But, like, you know, when I saw the reviews, I was like, what the hell? Because remember, I kind of played it nonstop for like 2 days. I was like, dude, what? I thought that first session was fire. And then immediately after that first session was when the game kind of began to stagnate. Like, that first playthrough session I had was really fucking good, if a little bit simple, right? I was like, okay, it's a Switch 2 game, right? They're obviously going to dumb it down. You know, they're not going to prime to it. They're not going to cut your teeth or whatever. I don't think it's just bad. I just think it's very simple. It's overly simplistic, I think, is the biggest issue with Prime 4. It doesn't do anything that the other 3 games haven't done better. Like, I tried to look at it from the Prime 2 angle of, oh, here's what would happen if Angseth survived. Okay, well, you know, there would be a lot more interesting dialogue, right? Because you have Angseth, who's a huge fangirl of Samus, and then you have all the other people who may know about her. Some of them might be kind of fans, right? And then there's that one dude that's an asshole and thinks Samus isn't even real, right? It's just a Federation propaganda piece. You know, that could have been like an interesting dynamic if they had lived. They didn't live, unfortunately. It's actually one of the biggest tragedies of my childhood, right? It's like that these characters didn't live, right? Like, you know, you see them get brutally mowed down. You just find their bodies. It tells a whole story of what happened, their personalities, right? They have their own individual data logs. You know, it's a very touching scene when Samus finds them. Prime 4 could have been that, but they lived. But they did it in the worst way possible, and I think that's the biggest problem. So, in any event, we're like about maybe a third of the way through the game. I'm thinking that we'll play this again maybe next Thursday. I'll see, though. I can't promise it. It depends. Do I even have anything set up for next Thursday? Actually, let me look this up. Let's see. Alright, close. Shina Mega Guardian. I hate you. God damn it. Well, whatever. It's better than the other one. Better than Mawile. Any event, that's all the time we have for today, folks. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Raiden. Thanks, Warlord. Thanks, Vif. Thanks, Dax, for showing up. Thanks, anyone else who stopped by. We saw some pretty funny glitches, which I think definitely makes it worthwhile. Stuff I've never seen before in this game. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, we'll continue this probably next Thursday. Tomorrow we will be doing Dark Souls. And then Saturday we were going to try to marathon Assassin's Creed. I want to have Assassin's Creed done by either Sunday or Monday, basically. All right. Sorry, I want to have Assassin's Creed done either on Saturday. I don't know. I might get burnt out. So Sunday, Dax wants to raid. So I'll see what my schedule might be like, if I could maybe squeeze it in. And then Monday, I definitely want to have it done if it's not already done. So we'll see how that. We'll play it by ear, and then that way we can move on to Assassin's Creed 4 on Wednesday. And outside of that, and Resident Evil needs to show up at some point. I'm not sure when though. So, all right, I'm out of here, folks. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for a great stream playing not the same game again. I'll see you later. Have a good one.